I know that Spectrum has developed leaps and bounds throughout the time that I've been here, and I've been able to watch it do that. And I do have a lot of friends who are a part of Spectrum who do identify as LGBT, and they're very open and get that college experience. But I just noticed that guard up. So I understand why, because there is a level of hostility towards the LGBT community on our campus, unfortunately. And so together, like with an organization like Spectrum, it enables them to like find each other and be able to find that solidarity. And I just wish that more of the campus could capture that solidarity so that there didn't have to be a guard up at any point.
Yeah, when I first came to Rollins, there were very few people that I knew of that were openly gay, and so there just wasn't much of a community, and I really couldn't tell you what the LGBT experience at Rollins was, probably like prior to that, because I can't imagine, there only being a few people who are, openly out on campus, but still don't necessarily want to get together in a group, still are very much sort of in these pockets. Like I can imagine that it was very isolated in a lot of ways. And so in high school, I started my Gay Straight Alliance, and coming here, I was really excited about, having an opportunity to participate in something like that at the college level. And the organization that was present on campus, GLBTA, was very much in sort of a place of transition. And so a friend and I sort of took up the job of trying to restart it and rebrand it, and really help to structure and provide a student LGBT community on campus.
My time here at Rollins, I worked with the labor rights movement for a summer here in Central Florida, and a number of other advocacy routes here at Rollins on campus with different organizations. And so I found this as an experience to expand those skills and learn more about a different minority that I didn't know very much about. So I found this as the perfect opportunity to really throw myself into this new experience and develop myself more, because I do want to pursue a career in civil rights and social justice. And for the second reason, I really wanted to spend the summer in DC. I mean, who doesn't? And it really was an incredible experience, and I definitely gained the skills I hoped I would gain and more.
The opportunity to go to another city, particularly Washington, D.C., which I'm very much sort of a politics and policy junkie. I would like to think I'm a policy wonk, but I'm still developing that. The opportunity to go to a different city and experience what LGBT activism was like outside of a college environment, see what it looks like sort of as a professional real-world experience, was something that I would say would be unparalleled to any other experience that I thought I could have had at school, and very much has been sort of a very unparalleled experience. And so I wanted an opportunity to help affect change on a bigger and broader level, and the internship just seemed like the perfect way to take that step. And so the moment I heard about it, happily and eagerly applied for it, and was lucky enough my second time around to receive it.
Unfortunately, with my very busy schedule, I wasn't able to make every Spectrum meeting per se, but at the same time, I've always gone along to their events, supported them. I'm very good friends with the president of Spectrum and a few of the other exec members of the organization, so I've always kept in touch with what's happening. I know this Saturday I'm going to their glitter ball and a couple of other events, and so I've definitely been there as much as I could be, considering my schedule not being able to let me go to their events.
I got to lobby on Capitol Hill, which for me, awesome. And just being in the Capitol and reading policy briefs and writing sort of these various summaries of court cases, which was part of what I did for my job. It was just incredible to see how it works, on a different level than sort of your grassroots college activism. So.
Last semester I went through Safe Zone training, and from there I met a lot of other individuals who wanted to become allies as well, and I became very good friends with one of the individuals who went through as well, and she was having a difficult time with her sexuality and how she identified herself, and so we became very, very close, and we definitely had some very in-depth conversations with each other that I wasn't expecting to have. And so as much as I saw myself as helping her with her sexuality, I was definitely she was helping me as well with how I saw the world and how I identified myself as well. So as much as I see myself as being there for other LGBT students and allies, they've very much been there for me as well. And I think that's a lot of what I've learned from my experience in DC, from coming back, from being involved in the community here on campus. It's definitely a two-way street.
I think one of the biggest lessons that I learned from working in GLSEN was that change comes incredibly slow. And I mean, I learned a heck of a lot of lessons, but for some reason that's the one that continues to stick with me, only because there was just a moment that hit me about midway through the summer where I realized the policy that we were really lobbying for, the Safe Students Improvement Act, was something that was originally introduced, I believe, in 2000 when they were trying to get No Child Left Behind passed, and they were trying to get it incorporated into No Child Left Behind. And the fact that it had been 10 plus years that they had been working on crafting legislation just to protect students against bullying and harassment across the board. I mean, it's enumerated to include race, gender, sexual orientation, gender identity, all of that.
And that was honestly one of the most moving panels we had, because we had transgendered individuals come and share their stories of transitioning, of what it felt like, and as much as you can know the dictionary definition of what a transgendered individual is, it's completely different when you have someone in front of you sharing their story. And I'm so glad I got to provide that opportunity to the campus, to be there to open their own eyes.
Thank you, Johnson Family Foundation, for giving me the opportunity to go to Washington, D.C. I cannot tell you how incredible, amazing, 18 million other adjectives that if it was not finals, I would be able to provide. My brain's a little wonky right now. Just thank you. Thank you immensely.